Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Unicomer is pleased to be able to donate personal protective equipment in the form of a Marbe Aero box to the Ministry of Health in St. Kitts. We are trying to do our part in the fight against COVID-19. That said, we would like to donate 4 or 5 PPEs to the ministry.
On behalf of the Ministry of Health and all of the frontline workers at the health institutions, particularly the anesthesiologists and the doctors and nurses who would be working closely with patients who are potentially infected with COVID-19, I want to say how grateful we are for these aero boxes. They might appear simple, but they are significant protective equipment that can protect the lives of the healthcare workers, in that when one is doing any intubation where you're putting a tube into the person's lungs, and there's a risk of aerosols that are being generated that can be filled with COVID-19 particles, these boxes, if they're placed over the person's head while the anesthesiologist is working, it will tend to protect the persons who are in the close vicinity. So we thank you very much for these 5 pieces of equipment, and I assure you that they will be deployed in the emergency room on the private ward where the COVID-19 patients would be housed, and also in the ICU and even in the operating theater, because we never know, and we have to suspect that everyone is positive. So we thank you very much for this significant donation that would save the lives of our healthcare workers. I thank you. And,
Thank you very much.